Scientists have just discovered something huge about why your brain breaks down with age. Let's talk about it. Protein is the equipment that your cells run on, and the instructions to make that equipment is encoded in your DNA. Each time a protein needs to get made, the instructions get printed out like a little manual in the form of a molecule called mRNA. mRNA then gets transported over to the protein assembly line, which is called a ribosome. They put the proteins together as instructed. So if everything's running properly, you would expect to see a proportional number of mRNA manuals to finished protein products. But as you age, that proportion starts to skew. If you look in an older cell, there are way more manuals than there are finished protein products. It's like those ribosomal assembly lines are experiencing a traffic jam where they can no longer keep up with demand. To help figure out why, scientists looked at the ratios of mRNA to protein in the brains of old versus young fish. They didn't just look at the relative abundance of each molecule, they looked at which proteins specifically weren't getting made as fast and what commonalities those proteins shared with each other. The scientists found that proteins made with a lot of positively charged building blocks were the ones experiencing the worst traffic jams. And this is really bad because some of the most important molecules in your cells, including DNA and mRNA, are negatively charged. So the proteins that are responsible for interacting with those molecules need positively charged bits to grab hold of them magnetically. Proteins that are responsible for staving off wear and tear in your DNA, the proteins responsible for bringing mRNA over to the ribosomes, even the proteins that make up the ribosomes themselves, all of them rely on having these positively charged parts. So if those proteins aren't getting made, there's the potential for this whole intricate biochemical dance that keeps your cells running to start to break down. So how do we fix this? We don't know yet. But this is a really important step towards truly understanding the underlying mechanism behind a lot of seemingly disparate things that cause you to age.